Katherine Heigl has opened up in a deeply personal way about the recent loss of her former Grey's Anatomy co-star Dane, offering words of remembrance and comfort amid profound grief. Dane, celebrated for his roles in television dramas including Grey's Anatomy and more recent projects like Euphoria, passed away after a challenging battle with ALS, a progressive neurodegenerative disease that gradually robs individuals of muscle control and mobility. His death marked the end of a difficult journey that he faced with resilience, supported by loved ones and the wider community that admired his talent and spirit. Heigl, who shared the screen with Dane during their time on the long-running medical series, wrestled with how, or whether, to express her sorrow publicly. In a thoughtful Instagram post, she explained her internal debate over the decision to share anything at all. Public grieving has never come easily to her. She prefers to process loss privately, confiding in close family and friends or holding her emotions quietly within. Yet she recognized that complete silence might be misinterpreted as indifference or a lack of feeling, something she could not allow in this case. The need to honor Dane and acknowledge the impact he had on her life outweighed her discomfort with public vulnerability. Her message extended heartfelt sympathy to Dane's family, particularly his estranged wife Rebecca Gayhart and their two children Billy and Georgia. Heigl acknowledged the inadequacy of conventional condolences in the face of such overwhelming pain. Phrases like, "I'm sorry," or "my prayers are with you," can feel empty when grief is raw and all-consuming. Instead, she turned to a source of solace that has personally guided her through other losses, the poetry of Robert Frost. She quoted the well-known poem, "Nothing Gold Can Stay," a piece she holds close enough to have tattooed in her parents' handwriting. The lines evoke the fleeting beauty of nature's first moments, green that begins as gold, flowers that last only briefly before fading, and draw a parallel to the transient nature of life's brightest gifts. Heigl reflected on Dane's own gold, his warmth, talent, and the light he brought to those around him. She expressed eternal gratitude for the time she spent working alongside him, even if it was only a brief chapter in both their lives. Her farewell carried a sense of hope and continuation, wishing him Godspeed on whatever comes next and framing his passing as the start of a new adventure. This approach blends mourning with celebration, focusing on the enduring positive imprint Dane left behind. The tribute arrives in the wake of similar sentiments from other Grey's Anatomy alumni, including Kyler Lee, who described the days following the news as devastating. Lee highlighted Dane's golden heart, his infectious humor and laugh, his intellectual depth that allowed for profound conversations even amid busy set days, and his fierce devotion as a father. She emphasized how passionately he pursued his work and the causes meaningful to him, and she affirmed that his presence would remain alive in her heart forever, held by the universe itself. Heigl's decision to share despite her reluctance speaks to the complex emotions surrounding celebrity deaths, how public figures become part of shared cultural memories, yet their losses hit hardest among those who knew them personally. Dane's portrayal of Dr. Mark Sloan on Grey's Anatomy made him a fan favorite, blending charm, vulnerability, and complexity in a way that resonated widely. Off-screen, his friendships with castmates like Heigl contributed to the show's sense of ensemble family. Her post not only honors that connection but also invites reflection on how grief can be both deeply private and communal, especially when a life touches so many. Through poetry and personal candor, Heigl transforms a moment of sorrow into one of lasting appreciation, ensuring Dane's gold is remembered not just in headlines but in the quiet ways people carry forward the inspiration of those they've lost.